guys, welcome back to the homestead. So today I've got a quick one for you because a friend of mine actually reached out and wanted to know if I had a dishwasher soap recipe, which I found on a forum ages ago, back when I first started realizing everything was trying to kill me. So I tried a whole bunch of these, and some of them gunk up, some of them don't get things sparkly. They're just kind of weird. But one that I have found that works very well is a cup of borax, a cup of laundry booster washing powder, a half a cup of natural sea salt, and a half a cup of citric acid. And all you do is you just take all your ingredients and put them in a quart-sized jar. If you have any clumps, which usually the citric acid clumps just a little bit, just break them up. And then just stir this all around to get it evenly distributed through the jar. If you wanted to at this point, you can add a couple of drops of essential oil. Usually I do lemon. And then all you're going to do is put 1 to 2 tablespoons of this powder into your dishwasher in the container. Now, if you want to be super fancy, you can take this and put it in a bowl and then mix a little vinegar with it until you can almost make like a bath bomb type or shower steamer type consistency to it. And then you can put it in one of your molds, but you're going to want to do something that's probably small enough to fit, in your dishwasher, or ice cube tray. It's probably the best way too. So you can take a little bit of vinegar and then kind of mix it together as well, and then smash it down into the ice cube tray. But if you prefer like that tablet type of consistency and you don't want to constantly measure out, I prefer to just measure out, because this will kind of last longer, as to where I find those vinegar ones can eventually start to kind of bump into each other, crumble, fall apart. You're not getting equal measurements. So I just take 2 tablespoons of this, throw it in. Now, here's the thing. If you have hard water and you're finding that you get a lot of residue on, right, and a lot of people use the jet dry and stuff to have the spotless dishes, literally take a bowl and fill it with a cup, about a half a cup of vinegar, and set it at the top of your dishwasher. And as it runs through the cycle, it will distribute that vinegar all through your dishwashing cycle, and you'll get spotless dishes as well. I've never tried it in the jet dry. I don't even think mine actually has one. My dishwasher is so old. Yeah, it was probably there when I was in kindergarten. But it has no bells, no whistles, no anything, but came with the house, and it's great to use on days that I have more dishes than I care to run through the sink. So to me, this was the best one that I found out there. I'll put the full recipe below for you guys, so you'll have the measurements again, so you don't have to keep rewinding and trying to figure out what I put. Also, for a dish soap, if you wanted to, and you made the homemade Castile soap from the soap paste video, you can actually take and mix a little bit of the borax into this to thicken it up just a little bit. And then you can use that as a dishwashing soap to kind of lather things. I mean, it'll do fine as it is right here too. It's just not gonna bubble the way you want it to. But there are ways to make your own, dish soaps. You can make the bar that I talked about, or you can make your dishwasher recipe, or you can take your Castile soap and throw a little borax in just to thicken it up a little bit. And then that way you're taking a lot of these chemicals and a lot of these fragrances and stuff out of your daily activities. So I thought this would be kind of fun to show you guys. I'm going to run a load through the dishwasher here in a minute. And I'll show you guys my pan, which I actually fried potatoes with butter last night. So even though I rinsed it out, I left it for this video so you guys could see how nice it's going to get that. I'm going to do it without the vinegar so you can see it without the vinegar. And then if it's spotty, then we'll know we need to add vinegar, and I'll run it again. So we're gonna do that, and I'll be back. And so while we're waiting for the dishwasher, I want to actually just show you, I took some of my Castile soap and I mixed it up. And this is probably about a half a cup to a tablespoon of the borax, and it's thickened up nicely. And so you can use that if it ever primes, because it's mostly bubbles because I shook it up. But you see how it's kind of more of a foaminess. Maybe you can see it. And so you can use that to wash your dishes to avoid chemicals. Or if you prefer, which still is my favorite for hand washing, the dish soap that from the dish soap video, and you see how nice this lathers up, and it'll actually do quite nicely. And that, I mean, those two together will get them squeaky, and you know what's in them, right? If you're making the dish soap bars, you know exactly what's in it. If you're making or buying the Castile soap and thickening it up, you know what's in it, right? You can add essential oils if you want to. You could even, if you wanted to, you could even add hydrosols to this. If you wanted a scent. If you didn't want a scent or anything on your dishes, then you just leave it plain and you wash it how it is. So this is technically my favorite way of washing them. I prefer hand washing, but sometimes on massive soap making days, the dishwasher does get overworked because 6 crock pots is a bit much to wash. So I'm going to get these finished up. We're going to wait on the dishwasher, and then I'll show you what those pans look like coming out of there with this recipe, because again, it's easy for me to tell you that it's nice, but I want to actually show you that it's nice before you invest in this. So we'll be back. Alright guys, so the dishwasher has finished, so I just wanted to show you the final result, and it's squeaky clean. If you need a little extra oomph to your dishwashing, when you put the 2 tablespoons in, you can actually put 2 drops of Castile soap in it, and then that'll also help give it a little extra if you need a little extra. Of course, we're still going to rinse our dishes. We're still going to just do our normal prep work before throwing them in there. But I mean, to me, it works pretty well. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll put the recipe below for the dishwasher soap. And I hope you guys have a great day.